Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory here on the Something Wong channel. Today I didn't really think about what I have planned, but because I know there's so much I can do, I think just gonna make a ton of machines today, if I'm being honest. So machine, right? We got a lot of spots we gotta go. It wants us to make this electrolyzer first, which we don't actually need to do because um yeah, actually, why does it? I think for the black quartz you need to electrolyze, but we have some that we got from a dungeon chest. I kind of just want to use it. But I think for the sake of not cheating, as I tend to like to do, we are going to get that real quick. And I really think I need a whole nother batch of these circuits, the higher tier ones, which I want to say is going to require something like that. Yeah, so that's going to get some more of those going. We need a ton more of those. And into the wire mill goes some of that, because essentially, if we're going to save this recipe, oh, already there. Okay, I have a number of machines that I would ideally like to craft today. And ultimately, like, I could have done it off camera, but I don't know, I thought it just seems like the kind of thing that would be kind of interesting. So you can see I've already cooked up tons of machine hulls ready to go there. We'll go grab some of these that are going to come out, and I need to first see, okay, this one's actually about to just be like done, which is nice. So we can get this one taken care of real quick. As soon as I go grab that silver. I think, yeah, okay, cool. So that's the MV electrolyzer. And then let's go pick up this quest, and now, so it's going to tell us, hey, get black quartz, blah, 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 make it into a aluminum casing, because normally we would have had to do a recipe like this to get black quartz. Right, so quartzite, you have to do this, and it takes 90 EU per tick, which is why we normally would have had to do all that. But I've got a little stash hanging around here. So let's get this crafted up. Awesome. I'm going to save that. I'll probably need it. Sweet. That's that. And then on the same vein of quests here, Atomic Reconstructor. I have Ender Ledge. So you can't just use the Blaze Powder Emerald Pearl recipe. You got to do it, same thing, but in a chemical reactor. So I wanted to demonstrate that at least once for you guys. Oh, glad that didn't have a recipe. This is the one I want. So, like, super fast, just a few seconds. Then it wants us to autoclave this thing with maybe a bucket or so of water. Yeah, so it's just going to use a bucket. And take, well, a sweet amount of time. So, let's get the lead plates and the emitters done. Lead, obviously, pretty simple. We just, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw that in the compressor. And while that's finishing up, oh wait, the emitters. I guess I can do the emitters. So, do I want to save that, I guess. Don't need that recipe. Okay, something like this. And let's go grab some more of the circuits over here that should be nicely crafted up. One, what are we missing? Copper cable. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna take this stuff we need out for now, but I do know we're gonna need more very soon for some other machines. Namely, ME stuff too, applied energistics. We'll need some of those. But for the moment, we have that. We have the plates. We have an Eye of the Ender lens. And that puts us at enough stuff to quickly craft this. Nice. And then we're going to want to get a stone button real quick. I mean, any button really. And then also a redstone torch if we don't have one crafted up already. Oops, got a little too much stuff, but that's all right. So, all of this, we can put the laser, why don't we put it like right here? Oops, that's not how that works. We need to change it to mode pulse. I think that's what we want, because now it should require, yeah, sweet. We can now atomic reconstruct stuff, which for those of you who don't know, is a laser that changes one thing from another. And it's from actually additions. We can look at all the recipes we have. Diamonds turn in, they just have like, it turns all like the base vanilla items into like their own variants, which is kind of neat, I guess. Real quickly, we're going to use it to make something pretty cool, I think. I do believe we need 18 of these. Okay, and we're gonna need to take these coal blocks and these diamond blocks and convert those real quick. At least, like I said, I think. Wait, that was weird. Did they just glitch out and not show? Yeah, okay. Don't know why they're turning invisible there. Looks like they just don't really want to sit on that block, but I'm gonna ignore that because we have a drill to make. That's right, we are getting drills. Diamond drill tip. So that's doable. Let's go get diamonds. 3, 4. And also some steel. Okay, and we're gonna need to get some of this compressing. These recipes may take a while. And let's start getting everything in here that we need for this in a moment. So something like that. We're gonna need a drill core in the middle, and we do, believe it or not, we're gonna buy that with these Omni dollars. Okay. I thought it was something, a configuration like that. Let me look. Drill core. Ah, see, okay. Checkerboard, right? Cool, we got the drill core. Take forever to get these in the right spot. Next, we need an entire block of energetic alloy. I should really just wait, huh? Okay. There we go. Do I have a... I don't have one of these, like, mold things yet for a gear. I really need to do that. For now, I think I can... do that. Put 8 of this in here. And then maybe move that with a drum if I have one, like, I can use. What's even... is that rubber? That's rubber in there. I don't know. I'll look for a drum in a second. I mean, that is a worry for another moment. Okay, now I think I'm good to put all the stuff in there, though, because I believe everything else, other than the drill tip, which I'll do in a workbench, well, can be done in a workbench. Right? Because it's 2 of those gears? Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I just need to compress up a bunch of the steel and make extruder things, so let's do that. In fact, I may be willing to go as far as like 24 of it maybe for now. We'll grab this. And then quickly, I need to find a drum. Well, I guess I could... I can't really move it bucket by bucket, though. It needs a tank of some kind. What will I do? I really feel like I just need to like say screw this one with the water, but I don't. There's no good way to get the water out of here now is my main predicament. I essentially need to come over here, I think. Jeez, this is such a waste of time. I'm sorry to be doing this on camera. This is bad. I'll cut to when this thing is empty. Okay, we're back. I finally emptied out this drum, and hopefully editing me did not forget to cut that out. And, okay, so we have the drum, meaning we can now move. You know, fluid conduits may have been a way to move this too. My brain, sometimes I question. There we go. That's going to get us 2 energetic alloy gears, which we can then do that. And lastly, in a table with a hammer, like so, why not this one? We can make the diamond drill tip. And guys, well, I think this was a quest, but we just got ourselves our first drill, which we can hold in our hand to get some charge in there. Oh yeah, fill that up nice and well. Okay, see, so it wanted us to do a check mark. There's a great deal of interesting content in Actually Editions, although most of it's not strictly required for progression. But, you know, they encourage you to look into it, right? We did look into it and decide the drill. Not very expensive and definitely worth it. Vertical digger. This is the only, like, auto miner in the pack. I don't know that, and, like, you have to use these, and, like, I don't know that that's quite worth it. But maybe, we'll see. I certainly may give it a try, right? The quest encourages that we do. The other thing we can make for this drill is, actually, I think it showed it right there. These add-ons. So, these make the drill better, you know, faster, silk touch, fortune, the size, so 3x3, 5x5, all pretty nice. And you can even place stuff with the drill. That's kind of weird. This is, yeah, a little out of the question at the moment. This one is not, so we can at least get to 3x3, which I think I want to do real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. 9 of each of these. So you know we're going to head over to the laser and do this. These in hand. Man, it's so weird that that thing just kind of disappears. Also, are we going to be able to get this thing back? Did that go into that chest? Oh, jeez. Alright, mission impossible here. How do we... Ah, shoot. This is a pain in the butt every time. Every time something gets sucked into there. Doesn't even have line of sight either. And I'm avoiding going downstairs because I have something special I want to show you guys down there. I'll come fix all that later. Or maybe I won't. Guess you'll never know. Anyway. Hopefully I remember to. And with all of this garbage now put away and this thing replaced, I think that was my hesitation about putting the laser there. It's definitely going to get moved when I eventually get tired of doing that, I'm sure. So, 3x3 needs, okay, now a bunch of redstone ones. Oops. Okay, and let's try this one more time and not have it suck up my item. We're going to need to take this one apart, and I think it wanted conductive iron wire, if I recall right. Is that what I saw? Yep. So we're going to feed some of this through the mill. I didn't think I'd be needing some of this, but... And come on, there we go. Okay, coil done. And our first upgrade, which we can then shift click into our drill. And now if you look, do I have to toggle modes with this somehow? Let's see. What would that be in? That's not what I want. Options, controls, drill. Can I get one for actually additions? You know, I'm not seeing one, which is interesting. Maybe it still is 3x3. Let's go take it down and check. I have this thing I want to show you guys, though. So, it's... Wow, that rain is horrendously loud. Let's step away from the window. Okay. I have been doing some work on what is going to be our kind of future base. Obviously, this place, nice, but it's getting cramped as is. I mean, filling up that corner, it's just going to get messy. So, to avoid that, I've started working on quite a big underground facility. Now, the everything's subject to change. The shape I kind of like, but I mean, I definitely think there's a lot that I can improve upon. The block palette's a little so-so at the moment, but yeah, like I said, I just have a lot of plans to keep working on it and making it better. And I just really hope that I know it's gonna, turn out pretty good. So let me try this. Okay, so it is 3x3. It just doesn't show it, which I don't remember being the case. But anyway, that's cool. Yeah, this is gonna make doing stuff down here pretty nice. As you can see, we're already rich enough. We can literally build with diamond blocks like nothing. So I think they look pretty cool with the space look. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I made an area down here. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, and I only have so much time to build off camera, so I didn't want to get, I guess, like too far ahead. So that's where I got. I like this. I used some enlightened glass to be part of the light. Under there's Zorg or no Zek. So yeah, it's Zek Type 6 from X-Tones. I'd really like to. Wish I could say I was better at utilizing those blocks, but in minimalist fashion, I think they'll look cool as accent pieces around the base. And yeah, that's it, guys. So that was all I wanted to talk about with the kind of tangent stuff right now. And oh my gosh, where am I gonna put all these? Okay, I'm gonna have a skystone chest on top of the extruder. This is gonna hold like mold type stuff, I think. Or extruder shapes. The molds I may need like another chest for, or want another chest for. Which I think I can craft up a skystone one too to fit that same theme. Is it just... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was. So fluid solidifier thing is there. Let's just plop it right along there. Okay, that's gonna hold all of our molds for those respective things. I guess steel chest may have looked kind of cool too, but nevertheless, yeah, more stuff, more quests, more everything. We need to make these. Chrome we can wait on because we're not trying to rush like the HV age or HV tier of energy very quick. Diamond saw blade. This is kind of a cool recipe, right? So we got small piles of diamond dust, which is made from just pulverizing a diamond and then putting diamond dust in a crafting table. However, there it is. I knew I had some. Okay. Yeah, so to get this, pretty simple, diamond dust, and you can imagine how we get that. And so if we go back, Circuits, easy. Hull, done. Electric motor and conveyor. I think I crafted, yep, off camera. Meaning, I think this saw blade's like the main thing we have going on. And a piece of glass, which, yeah, shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let us see. And this is for the advanced cutting machine. Let's just fill that in. Okay, yes, so still need the saw blade, which is cobalt brass gear. All right, well, how do I get this stuff? I assume it's... Yeah, how do you get this? You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lost on this one. Oh, of course. Okay, so this one you can only do via the powder. It's not a, shoot, what would you call that? Recipe for, the alloy smelter. So that is a little bit of a weird one. Let me go back and save that recipe actually, because that's just so weird. I'm never gonna remember it. I think it was 7 brass dust. Like I do remember it, but it's just gonna be a pain. So we have cobalt. Let's get an ingot of that. The brass, I think I still need to do, which I think is just zinc and copper, right? Yeah, zinc copper 3. Okay, and aluminum dust, which we smelted all of our aluminum. That's fine, I don't mind converting. Oh wait, no we didn't, right there. I was like, man, I thought we got that from somewhere. Okay. Cobalt in the macerator. Some of that in there. You can see we have leftover building materials. Kind of going to be getting in our way for a little while, but that's all right. And that'll be some of our first brass out of the way. This was quite an interesting recipe. I don't know how often we'll like ever have to use that again, other than, well, cutting machines, but so it goes. Then these will get macerated very quickly. And lastly, combined up in here, something like that. And finally smelted back up. I guess not, because we don't have the space. Oof. Well, it's quartzite clogging up her system. Hey, who said you could do that? Not me, I didn't say that. Okay. So we'll put it in there. Can't be, yeah, it's not too slow. And in the meantime, so the point of this cutting machine, right? Its recipes, which I don't think they'll show, but we're going to be able to make these wafer things. And in order to make the wafer, we're also going to need to split up and make one of these real quick. You can see blast furnace, tiny piece of gallium, and silicon dust, a half stack. So we can easily do that one. Let's grab a whole stack of silicon dust and just 2 pieces of gallium. And yeah, that's going to begin doing this very, very, very slow recipe, because keep in mind, this is already like double the speed it would normally be. And that is fine though, we can let that go. Speak of slow things, there's our cobalt brass. Now to make a gear, we just need to put 8 of it in there. Is that how that works? No, I think we're down to the 4 rate. I think that's actually all we need. We have our drum at the ready. Solidify that. And this was the last piece that we needed, being the diamond saw blade. And we're gonna throw that in here, get ourselves out an MV cutting machine. We're gonna need to make room for one more machine here in a second. You'll notice under the floor there's a little air gap because I left room for wire everywhere. Tend to like to do that with my builds. But yeah, let's get a whole nother several pieces of wire worth like cooking up right now. We'll just leave that in there. Clear out our inventory a little bit, just kind of sorting stuff as I go. Now, yikes, everything's getting so full. I need to get like a better drawer setup too going. That would help out a lot. What was I doing? I was cutting machine, yes, which requires this thing, silicon boule. At least I think that's how you say it. It's quite an interesting one. A hefty amount of silicon dust and a pinch of gallium cooked in an electric blast furnace will net you a silicon boule, a starting point for silicon wafers. And then it just tells you how it takes a long time to complete, yada, yada, yada. Silicon wafers, what we really care about, right? So it needs some it needs water, excuse me, as like a coolant. You can use lubricant. All that does is just speed it up, though. It doesn't increase your rates or anything. And it just uses less of it. So, with the cutting machine, that in there, just grab some water. That's pretty much all that's ever going to be in this thing, so that's fine, too, if we leave extra. And that's going to get us 16 circuit wafers, or silicon wafers, which are ready to be turned into circuits, because again, we're just kind of rushing higher tier circuits. Now, in order to do that, one thing we need is this, the MV Precision Laser Engraver. You'll notice a little more expensive than the last ones, but we have the 2 pistons, the emitter all crafted up. I've been doing those as I went along in preparation, so we could just toss it together like this. And man, that feels good. All right, that is Precision Engraver taken care of. Like I said, we're kind of just waiting on this right here. Craft this all the way up into crazy big wire. And then it wants an assembling machine to, or it will want one of those. Now I'm in a predicament where I basically need another, oh no, I don't need a steel drum, perfect. Oh, this one already has my rubber. Very nice, very nice. Let's grab the first one out of there. Just go throw it on here. Put down our Precision Laser Engraver and maybe get one more quick quest done before I think I call it a wrap for this episode. Okay, ruby, diamond, and glass all in the autoclave. So let's get the 2 easy ones out of the way and figure ourselves out for a ruby. Autoclave, you're gonna need some water. And this is one more spot we'll probably want one of those skystone chests for lenses. Or I guess they can go in the same one because it's so close. So we'll do that. Yeah, they'll go in the same one. We have a glass lens. We're about to get a diamond lens. And like I said, this is exactly what we're looking for. Ruby, ruby, ruby. I think I have ruby ore somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so let's smelt up one of these. Okay, put away little Omni coins. And with this last one, we will have the last lens we need. There we go. These lenses will help us with the engraving the wafers we just crafted. Speak of, I think we could honestly do with already getting on making more silicon boules in there. Right, because I mean, 16, as you can see, they're going to go pretty fast, but for now, that's all right. Let's get on the different types. So we have make one with essentially the red lens. We have make one with the diamond lens. Make one with, oh, by simply cutting one of these down again. And make one by cutting down one again. Okay, those do help with the rates a little bit, so let's just make one of each for now. Diamond and ruby going on. Nice thing is they only need to be in there at the start of the craft, then you can kind of just yoink them and do what you need for the next one. It's going to help us save a little bit of time here, though, man, I did not realize, I kind of forgot what a slow recipe that was. Okay, well, I guess that's one we know for the future, to bulk up and craft in the background, perhaps more than anything. I'm trying to think, what do yeah, I need the digital storage so fast. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I can't even keep my inventory sorted anymore. Okay. All right, our first one out of the way. Next one coming up. Did we get the quest for this one? We did. And let's cut this one up now. So yeah, pretty much we're just kind of following along the recipes. We're taking silicon boules, cutting them, lasering them, cutting them again to get these kind of little chips, basically. We got the RAM, we got integrated circuits, and what are we going to do? Well, we're going to put these together. Not into any of this fancy stuff. Maybe into that one, but if we follow the quest book, it'll tell us exactly what... Oh, yeah, so we are going to those high-tier circuits. Let's go back to the recipe for those. Okay. Sorry about that. Did some alt-tabbing shenaniganry. I hit F11 somehow with my right hand. Unfull-screened Minecraft. Now, let us see. Where was I even going just like 2 seconds ago? Third. No. Tier 3. Yeah, so we're headed towards these tier 3 circuits. The first type. This is you're gonna see they're getting quite a bit more complex already. Not necessarily more expensive. 4 of these, right? So we can pump those out pretty fast. Electrum wire, I mean, that's only like a couple ingots, and we have a couple stacks. Not a big deal. Integrated circuits, we're about to get tons of, as you'll see, not a big deal. Resistors, aluminum plates, we have infinite of, pretty easy. Capacitors, cheap. All this stuff, relatively cheap, but more complex nevertheless. And I think that's a big theme of what we're going to be going through here. As I said, I mean, everything's cheap when you can build your walls out of diamonds, right? Like, that's the point we're at, but... That being said, we are, man, this thing takes forever to cut, too. We are getting into interesting territory, to say the least, So, let us pull the rubber out of here, because I think that's all we'll need of it for now. And we'll quickly pick up the soldering alloy, which we are getting low on. I need to cook up some more of that, but I can do all that off camera when I'm left on my own. Let's get a whole nother thing of, well, we don't need them now. I'll get those circuits going more soon too, that we're about to finish the quest for. And then, yeah, I think once we finish this section of the quest, I'm gonna call it there for the day, guys. I mean, lots of progress, right? We can go hunt meteors next time. Or maybe I'll do a little bit of that off camera. And then, yeah, like I said, we're kind of just rushing next tier of circuits and just trying to set up some automation. I don't think I explained downstairs very well, so I want to revisit that one more time. This was a lapse in my judgment. As you can see, I've already started to put down signs labeling what these rooms will be, right? So this is going to be a room dedicated to blast furnaces. This one's going to be dedicated to deep mob learning, the simulators and loop fabricators. This one's going to be dedicated to LV machines. We'll probably have an MV1, an HV1, and who knows, that could be all I fit on this floor, really. And then I'll expand downwards from there. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'm excited about that. So we'll get something that helps me teleport back down there sooner too. But for now, I'm just using my sword and it seems to be working fine. I'm pretty happy with that. There we go, guys. That's going to be all that taken care of. And now we are sitting in a spot where, man, okay, cool. Circuit wafers taken care of. You can see that this didn't make as many integrated circuits as I thought it would, so we're going to need, like, a lot more of those. And I mean a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to start with, like, 7 more of those things, I want to say. Because we use a lot more of those than RAM. But yeah, guys, that was one more quest out of the way. You can see we kind of started like here and are just working our way down the bottom left, then we'll sweep back around to the bottom right. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I don't have room to even take off all my armor, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a great time. Be sure to tune in for the next one. If you're new, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Please subscribe to get notified about every other day when I upload these videos. And until next time, Something Wong signing out.